girls gonna girl? Are they finally going to girl? Okay, but Kate, you can't change for the worse now. You can't. You better not. Man, I feel like I need to start a counter or something like that for how many times I feel like just really commenting on how good the music is for this season of Arcane. I can't get over it. I've been listening to the songs from episodes 1 and 2 like on repeat, and I've had to force stop myself from going on and listening to the rest of the album on Spotify. And I posted a little poll or like discussion on Patreon, just kind of asking people what their favorite songs were, and so many of you guys were like, this one coming up in episode 3, like you'll know it when you hear it. And honestly, that is one of the things that has made me super excited to sit down and record this episode, for the obvious reasons of it's Arcane, but also because so many people were hyped about the music that accompanies this one. But hey, YouTube basics, welcome back to the channel and to our reaction long series to Netflix's Arcane. If you are new here, tuning in for the first time, hello, I'm Basic Wit Girl, and this is Season 2, Episode 3, the finale of Act 1. We left off, let's see, where are we with all of our friends? We get a little bit at the very beginning. We had Jinx and Silco's body. And one thing that really continues to stand out to me with this particular, with Jinx and this particular scene is that at one point she said, somebody filled you full of holes or something along those lines, where I think she was kind of not wanting to take credit for that. That's not who she wanted to be, having this kind of identity struggle after she literally at the end of episode or season 1 decided to sit down and become Jinx. And I'm curious to see how that kind of is going to continue to flow through her. For most of season 1, as she was Jinx, she was this, you know, kind of cocky and like a little bit arrogant. Obviously, she had this big personality, but it's because she had this protection from Silco, the head of the underground crime lords and all of that stuff. And now that she's not here, obviously she's now wanted, but she does seem to have less of that swagger. You know, she's walking with her head down and her hood up. And I think that she is kind of struggling with now who she is without that influence of who she thought that she had to be, maybe with Silco. So there's that. We had, I think, a mutual understanding and respect then between Sevika and Jinx, which I really loved. God, I loved that fight at the end of episode 2 so much. That song was so good. That arm weapon that Jinx had made for Sevika was so good. The colors and the animation, but also kind of this mama bear kind of feel from Sevika. So I love to see that. I'm interested to see where they are going to keep going on, because they always butted heads when they had Silco as that common ground. And now that he's no longer there, it seems like the loss of him in their life is bringing them together. So I liked that a lot. Also, I loved that it was pointed out, and in my mind I knew, but it was pointed out that, you know, she's got this cool slot machine arm and Sevika is a gambler. And I think that that is such a thoughtful little detail and, you know, gift then from Jinx. So thank you to the commenter who pointed that out, because that really like made me smile. We have this child just following Jinx around for a majority of the episode. We have not had any words exchanged other than Jinx kind of being like, you know, acknowledging them and kind of her pals and little life lesson antidotes. But this child is just following her around, like completely unafraid, which I think is adorable. And well, I'm very afraid for them. It's not like this is exactly a safe place to just be following around a wanted bomber, but you know, could be worse, I guess. Oh, on the the other end, we had Victor breaking out of his hex core cocoon to this new unorganic body, and it feels very lifeless form. We see very slow and kind of languid with his movements, and not a lot of emotion coming through him, very flat tone and all of that. We had, you know, Jace like jump up to hug him, and it was really, really sweet, because you could tell, I think, that this was a big awakening for Jake's, or the almost loss of Victor, doing what he had to do to save him in episode 1. Very quickly, did we even see him like check on Mel or anybody else, or did he just immediately grab Victor and be like, I gotta put you in the cryo pod, buddy? Which, anyways, I think that is a great testament to their friendship, and maybe more. I don't know, maybe more. Victor made a comment like, oh, the only thing that kept us together was affection. And I think that could be, obviously that could be a friendship, affection, or, you know, this common ground, you know, joy that we brought to each other. Doesn't necessarily mean romantic, but I don't know. Jace kind of, when he hugged him, he kind of like nuzzled into him a little bit. It was cute. I think I don't know. But they like promptly, Victor's like, I gotta go be the messiah down to all of these shimmer addicted and ill people in Zaun, and he just noped on out and was like, we're kind of done here. So that is where we left off with those two. We also have Heimerdinger and Echo kind of working together, and I said it before, I'm excited to see where they go. They feel not like comedic relief, but they feel like the almost like guaranteed little bright spots of joy throughout everything that's going on in this universe. It just seems like the little bright spots. I mean, and that's what it's supposed to be, right? That's what the tree is supposed to be. That's what this little haven is supposed to be, is this sign of hope. And the tree is infected, and we have to figure out how to cure it. So, but it's still hope and whatnot. Anyways, that's where we're at. I'm going to be done yapping, and let's get into episode 3. Okay.
I will lead a strike team into Zaun with 3 objectives.
She was doing that. Yeah.
Instructed our architects to devise a ventilation system. The people of the underground.
Oh, is this what we... Oh, no. Is this what we saw them using? Oh, this is, isn't it? Oh. +1 to the tally that the music is so good. Ah, it's so good. Ah. They're probably just bullying people in the Undercity in Zaun. But it's fine if there's a really good soundtrack to accompany it, right? Man, Kate versus Jinx. That's crazy! Jinx! Man, I just can't get over, like, how good the intro is. I'm not even, like, a huge Imagine Dragons fan or anything, but, like, this song, because obviously I've heard this song beforehand. But it's so good with the intro.
Yeah, well, timing was never my strong. Ow, sorry. It's...
Needs an allergy pill. A little Zyrtec? Hey.
Jinx is off the rails, even for her. She's got a real fire lit under her ass.
Oh, man. Kate is like, she's gonna snap, isn't she?
Check your gear. This is what we've trained for.
Can I get a minute?
girl's girl for like a minute, please? Can the girl's girl for like 2 seconds?
I'm not here representing the guild. I've come here to settle a debt.
My bookkeeper is down the hall.
Oh no, is this the person?
What you've stolen is more precious than any gold.
Uh-oh, is this the person or like the people who killed her son? It's gotta be. What is this?
Thank you. Your visit only confirms my suspicions.
What are the suspicions? Who are you gonna call to get rid of this body? Where are you gonna
Triple
throw
the
that
guard.
body? Triple the
This
guard?
will have consequences. We need control now.
Uh-oh. What is that, though? What is that little black rose? What is it? Like an assassin calling card, something or other? Is it like the Davy Jones Pirates of the Caribbean?
I'm sorry, I can't bring her back, but please, just... Everyone in my life has changed. Promise me you won't change.
She's already changing, baby girl Vi. Are the girls gonna girl? Are they finally going to girl? Okay, but Kate, you can't change for the worse now. You can't. You better not. Kate, you can't change now. Vi has gone through so much. No knocking or anything? He's just in his underwear? A towel? Ow.
There is another matter concerning your guild merchant, Amara.
Uh-oh. Are we back at the ballet?
Keeping an eye on a counselor with peculiar tastes doesn't rattle me. But that woman.
Oh, this, okay.
We both know you heard every word.
I'm sorry, but I really can't.
Lest, this is vitally important.
We need to know what's going on.
It's made with shimmer. Leaves traces on the body. That should be all you need to shut Sallow down.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Dangerous as she is, your mother was spooked.
Which is not a good thing. Changing of the scenes. Eerie music playing. Things are changing all around us.
So you're telling me that pattern is on my tree because you pissed the Arcane off with all your demands?
It wasn't our fault. No, I don't think so.
And why would it appear on a tree? Deep under ground.
It's nice to see Inventor Jace again. I know that like a lot of season 1 was Counselor Jace. And it's just nice to see him like inspired by his work again. To see a little bit of joy in his eyes as he's sciencing.
Did you look into the other matter?
There's a rat's nest of misinformation surrounding your brother's passing.
She's getting curious.
It seems they've managed to strip your mother of most of her holdings.
She's desperate, which makes her all the more dangerous.
So what does she want here in Piltover?
Focusing the Hextech energy into a precise beam.
Oh my gosh, are they going to cross paths? Uh-oh, with like the gray and then also the Hextech? Oh, the graffitis. Oh my gosh. Vander and Vi and Powder. Uh-oh.
Take the shot.
Why?
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Below the surface.
That hammer has got to be like really inconvenient to just like carry around like a key ring or something though, right? Like, that's gotta be heavy.
These are the same utility ducts that carry our water and facilitate our ventilation. And that would explain it affecting the tree.
Uh-oh.
You know, you say we should feel like water.
Yikes. Oh, no. And what is changing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. It's changing. Is it becoming Hex Corey? Are we all?
Guess there really isn't a crack in the earth where you won't find me.
So sad.
But plastering my face all over so someone else would do your dirty work?
The kid is still here? Was it just a little... Ah! She loves these shooting arcade games, though. She loves these shooty arcade games. What's going on down here? Okay, what I was trying to say with this was it's really sad that they were all like, we want to help the people of the Undercity, and all their stuff is like poisoning them, even though they meant well by it and everything. Ugh. Oh, Savika's here too. Are we a double? A tag team? Tally number 2 for how good the music is, though. Don't touch it! She got a new... That's the one, that's the same gun she used episode 9, right? Oh my goodness. They're all a little chompy. Are you guys okay? It's so pretty, though. Visually, just like stunning. Are they turning in? Is like what's happening to Sky? Is that happening to them right now? That was an insane shot. Oh, you stay away, little kid. You stay in a safe space.
What have we done?
I don't know. Don't touch it, though. Don't touch it. Oh, my God. You shouldn't. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Is all the hex tech breaking? What is happening? Oh. Did they shoot her finger off?
Go on. I'm ready.
Oh.
I'm glad it's you.
Oh, no. Child! This is the worst bring your kid to work day scenario ever. This is not a workplace environment for children. Oh my gosh. She was so like resigned to dying, and then as soon as this kid came, it's like her eyes were all scared again. You shot the gun. Oh, okay, she shot the gun. I was like, did she shoot the kid?
Kate.
Did she shoot her? Move! Kate! No. Okay, she grabbed the. Okay. Did somebody else get shot? Where did that bullet go? Is that the gray? Is it the vents? Oh, she was redirecting the vents. Oh no. Oh no! This is Kate's tranquil place. Oh my gosh. Oh, and now all of the bad air. That's crazy. The paint and everything. What a like visual representation though. Dude, you gotta hand it to Jinx. She's got style, dude. She's got style. And you have to remember this is very poisonous pollution air. It's not good to bring. It's not just like big poofs of colored smoke. It's danger, but...
Kate!
Can't get through.
You stopped me.
That was a child.
I shouldn't have had to. I had the shot.
No, you didn't.
That was a kid.
You... Oh, no.
I keep telling myself that you're different. But you're not.
What do you mean?
It's her blood in your veins.
Then why are you the one acting like her?
We literally just promised we would never change for we would never change. We just had this promise to be kissed. Kate. We just kissed and you promised you would not change. This is not who you are, Kate. Or maybe this is who you are. Okay, is Jace okay? Is Jace and Echo and Heimerdinger, how are they? That does not look good for the tree. Oh, that's just the paint. That's not his sanctuary tree. Wow. Uh-oh.
Alora, what's wrong?
What's wrong? Alora? Oh, no! The black rose thing. Uh-oh, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Oh! What the frick, dude? Horns blowing. Yeah, we need to have a meeting. Where is that? What dimension is that? We've got a hex core dimension. We've got our normal dimension. We have this black rose dimension. Oh, gosh.
Restoring this great city to its former glory. When 2 Zornite assassins fell upon us.
She is not trying to blame this on Zon. Oh, I hate her.
Our families should not need fear an assassin's dagger in the night.
She's a liar. She is a liar, and I despise her. That's not what happened at all.
You must declare martial law. Appoint a general to lead until this threat is vanquished.
Martial law? We tried a curfew, and that went really bad.
A pillar of your community.
It's gonna be freaking Karaman!
Who may consider my experience and my entire detachment.
It's gonna be Kate. They were just talking about her family name having so much.
I could only be referring to.
It's Kate. It's gonna be Kate.
Caitlin Karaman.
Freaking knew it. We can't put Kate in charge. We cannot have her as like military general ruler number 1. Oh no, she's going to be easily manipulated, dude. Where have we seen this family do this before?
It's you.
I knew it. I knew she was involved with that. No, Maddie, stop that. Maddie, cut that out. You guys don't even know what you're doing.
Come, child.
See, You called her a child. You don't even respect her. You're literally, from the get-go, showing her that you do not see her as an equal or as a leader. You said, come child, as if she is your child and that you are the mother to parent her through this. Frick this!
Your mother will have justice.
No, you're so manipulative! Kate, you were supposed to not change! Kate, you were supposed to not change. Okay, yeah, let's go back to whatever's going on here. Eerie lullaby playing. Good. Great. Ew. What are we blood transfusing? What are we to the wolves? I am terrified as to what that is going to be. I don't like that at all. Gloomy music playing to end the episode. Of course it is. Finally got the name right. Damn it! Oh! Is it because Jinx is Jinx? Jinx is Powder. The Kierman name. Now in power. Is Jace okay? How is our little trio who was just gonna go check out the wild rooms? Are they all right? Something tells me that they're not having a fantastic time. Something tells me that they are not having a very good time down where they are. Oh my gosh, episode 3. What a way to end the act with Caitlyn, this military state power dictator. The girls finally girled just in time for Kate to break Vi's heart. That's devastating development. Devastating. Absolutely devastating twist of fates. I don't think I'm surprised. Not even I don't think. I'm not surprised. Just as we have seen Kate's grief and her need for vengeance kind of start slowly has changed her from episode 1 now to episode 3. When she goes from, I see how it's so easy to hate them, where I don't think she quite hated them yet, to now she's just full on, I'm gonna get my revenge, and if I have to shoot a child in order to take a shot that I don't, like, you know, she said she wasn't gonna miss, but she literally just had missed her shot a little bit before that, taking off Jinx's finger. Oh, man. And then we have this wild runes. Which, like I said, it's so great to, like, hear some joy when it comes to science again in Jace's voice. He's such a little cutie. And it's so nice to see him, like, all jazzed up and, like, inventing and stuff again, or, like, you know, researching. That ideology, though, I love that Echo called it out, being like, you put this thing down near us so that if something went wrong, we would be the ones. We are the ones who are going to suffer these repercussions. And the whole Hex Tech thing from the get-go was wanting to do good for the people of Zon, for the people of the Undercity, wanting to mining materials and things like that. But they still put the dangerous things down there. And obviously we've seen that it has polluted the water. The tree has started to change. The vents are such a good visual of just how the two cities are connected. They're not as far apart as you would be made to believe. You know, if a system of vents is able to, if they can just redirect them and change, you know, and still affect one or the other. These cities are really not as far apart as maybe everybody is seeing. It doesn't need to be this warfare, this class warfare, this martial law, and we have to fight and beat them down type thing. Man, great. Who is this kid, though? We still don't know, like, who this kid was. Who was just, like, Jinx's #1 fan. But that, I immediately... when that kid jumped to like save Jinx, which the sadness, the absolute devastating sinking feeling when you've got Jinx just laying there kind of like resigned to her fate. When you have this sinking feeling that she probably wants this in some way. She's lost so much. She's lost herself. She's lost, you know, Powder, and it just feels like all of this coming to a head, and it did kind of unaliving by like police. I think that's a very dark theme, but it kind of feels like that's where she was maybe going with it until it was no longer just her who was going to be hurt. And as soon as that little kid like also got in there, you saw like the fear and the worry in her eyes. And I think it made me immediately think about her as Powder and Vi when they were young. And I'm sure that she flashed in that moment of like, I have to protect you the way that I wanted to be protected. That's kind of what comes to my mind. And in a way, loving herself in a way, or like protecting herself, or being like, oh, I am worthy of this like kind of love and affection, or like I care for you the way that I wish somebody had cared about me, or I wanted somebody to care about me. So Act 3, and we still don't know what this werewolf thing is. Dang, dude. Dang! Man, I can't wait to rewatch this one again. Oh! Music time! We got 2 very different songs this episode, and I love that. The first opening sequence, that high octane, you know, the enforcers going through the streets and cleaning up the streets. And you're just like, this is so terrible. You know that this is. But the way that it's presented, you can't help but like bop your head and like, wow, the energy and the music is so upbeat, and the colors and the graphics and the animation. And you're just kind of sitting there like enjoying it. We got almost the exact opposite when it came to this showdown, this Vi versus Powder, where we had this way more slowed down, somber, sad accompaniment to this coming ahead, this everything meeting down in the sewers. And I loved the tone shift there, man. And then we've got Mel's mom manipulating Caitlyn, calling her child, you know, just immediately being like, I will make sure that you get your revenge, or your revenge that you want. I'm going to make sure that your goals are met and you can do this. It feels very reminiscent to originally Mel feeling that way, in my opinion. If you watched my reaction to the first season of Arcane, you know that I was not the biggest Mel fan, because she did feel very manipulative with the way that she kind of like the way that she dealt with Jace. It did feel very manipulative, whereas that kind of seems like it's going on again. This person who's new to these experiences, who's kind of being thrust into things, who brings a lot to the table, but are being just thrown into it and taking advantage of that, and those emotions and the feelings. And I want to know more about this Black Rose. I want to know what's gone. Where is Mel? Has she been kidnapped? What is this little tenderly rosy prison thing that has consumed her? We've got the wild runes, and then we've got our current little setup. So we have like 3 dimensions of sorts kind of at play here. And the assassin, and I want to know more about what Mel's mother has done to lose like all of her assets and have this group now coming after her family. I am intrigued. I'm very curious to see how that can. I'm not excited to see how that comes out, because that's only going to lead to more hurt and probably people being the blame tossed on them. She was so quick to be like, I met with your guild merchant and then some Zon assassins. And it's like, no, man. No, that was you. That was you. And you know exactly who it is, but you're not telling the people who is their true enemy. And it's not even their true enemy. It's just your true enemy. And they said, we know what you're trying to do in Piltover. We know what you're trying to do in Piltover. So, anyways. Ugh. Act 1 is in the books, and I cannot wait to start Act 2. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Turn on your bell notifications, all that jazz. If you are wanting full reactions, I do have a Patreon set up. So if you like early access and full complete reactions that have not been too chopped down, you can get access to those there. And like I said, we've got some discussions and whatnot going on about the episodes on the Patreon. So there's free memberships. You don't have to actually pay to be a member of Patreon. I think that's a common misconception. I was definitely under that misconception for a while. And then we do have some paid for early access type stuff. So anyways, if you're interested, that link is available to you. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good one.